Matthew, I want to hear, there's so much that I don't know about you, even though I know you have a lot online, but
let's keep it that way.
Tell us. No, we want to know everything.
No.
Dance Journey! With Tracy in LA. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast, Dance Journey. Today we have Matthew Bejarano. Did I say it right?
You said it right. Ding,
okay.
ding.
Also known as Matthew Bedge.
Or Matica.
Or Matica. All kinds of things that he's known as on social media. But Matthew and I, we don't really remember how we met. I think we just met at dance class.
Yeah, how I meet everyone. I don't remember. I think I just Sam posted you or something, or he posted me, I don't even know. And then I followed you, and then we just said hi. Like, that happens to everyone in class.
Yeah.
You just see people on social media, and then you see each other in class, like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
And then...
It is kind of weird getting to know people on social media and then seeing them in person, and you're like, oh.
Because there's just no time in class, I feel like, to talk to people.
Really get to know them.
Yeah.
But basically, we both take Sam Nelson at Millennium, and also you take Shelby sometimes.
Shelby, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shelby Fletcher. We take these fun contemporary classes at Millennium Dance Complex. And that's mostly where I see him, but also obviously he's all over social media, so I see him on there. And yeah, we just kind of became friends in class and take videos of each other sometimes. I don't know.
I don't even know sometimes. Like, oh, there's Tracy taking a video.
I'm like, here's a video I got of you. He's
forget.
like, oh. But Matthew's a great dancer. Love watching him in class, and also obviously love watching his videos on social media too. And first, before we get into Matthew's life, we're going to talk about the class we just took. You don't go to Sam's every time.
No, I definitely can't, because I take ballet usually right before.
Right before.
Yeah. And I did take ballet right before today.
But
you
did?
But he moved to a new studio, so it's in K-Town, so it's actually closer.
Oh, that's good.
But it takes a while, and I'm dead, too, after class. So.
That's a lot to come from ballet and taking Sam's.
But I have to take ballet, so it's obviously, everyone knows my teacher, so it's a mandatory. And then, sorry, Sam, you come second. I love you.
Well, I'm glad you made it today. I'm glad you can usually make it. So how did you feel about Sam's combo today?
Honestly, it was one of the best I felt in a long time. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I feel like I'm finally at a point where I can remember choreography, especially Sam, because I've been taking him a while, so it's easier. But not to say your class is easy, because it's not at all. It's really hard. But I actually felt like I could do it on my own, which is very rare. If you guys see me posting stuff of me messing up all the time, I do mess up a lot. I get it in my head a lot when I'm dancing, so just have a lot of standards, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
You dance this class all the time. You get how it is in Millennium, especially.
Yeah.
It's
especially when you come out in the small group or there's a camera, even if it's just your friend's camera. It's oh.
Even if you know everyone in the class, it's still scary for some reason.
Yeah. You just don't want to mess up and you want to do well. I think it's just because you care.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to mess up when you're overthinking it or whatever. Right. But yeah, it was actually a round 2. I think it was your round 1.
It was my round 1,
But it was a round 2, which I was happy about because I
cheater.
thought that one was cheater. That's so funny. He has some moves in there. Some of those moves I'm getting used to and I'm getting a little better at. But that last move where you have to switch all different directions on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't
think
have
it right the last
that
time.
strength or I'm just confused about it, but we try.
I don't think I got it because of his classes on Friday. He teaches the other classes. Have you been to that one?
The floor work and transitions class. I haven't been to it yet.
Because he does things he actually uses in class, so it's taking that actually helped me a lot, yeah.
Oh, that's
actually,
good.
I feel like a lot of people use his transition, so it helps in general. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's a really good class. I'll have to check that out at some point. But yeah, so we took that. That was good. We got sweaty and danced a lot, and you've been sweating all morning. And now just here we are.
This morning.
But Matthew, I want to hear, there's so much that I don't know about you, even though I know you have a lot online. But
let's keep it that way.
Tell us. No, we want to know everything.
No. Okay.
Tell us what your dance life looks like currently.
Currently, I'm all over the place, honestly. I'm trying to do everything right now, so I'm trying not to burn myself out. But literally in an hour, I'll be taking jazz funk with a friend. But, I'm trying to do a lot more ballet, obviously, jazz funk, contemporary. I want to be a very versatile, hireable dancer.
Okay.
And I love all the styles too, so it's it's not... like I like something particular and I want to be like a ballet dancer, because I actually don't really want to do ballet unless it's for a commercial kind of like job or something.
Okay.
Like people always ask like, what like company are you going to be in or whatever, and I'm like, I've done that and it's not my thing. Like I love ballet, but like I would rather be doing like commercial work, you know, like industry work, if it's going to be with ballet, or just like jazz funk or something, which I've done like a lot of jobs in. But yeah.
Do you feel like you're really committed to ballet because it's helping you with all the other dance styles?
Although people hate to admit it, I feel like ballet is the like foundation of like so many things, because it's like you work, not because it's the technique, but you work like all the small muscles that you'll be using in every style, and you can really like hone in and understand your body like holistically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It, like coming from his class, like my ballet class today, and going to Sam's like really helps actually, because you're very aware of your body and like on your foot already, even though it's harder, like physically, you know. I feel I'm so much more aware of like where everything is and how to like place my body, you know.
That makes sense. And yeah, there was a lot of balancing in Sam's today too, so I'm sure
ballet helps, especially with that.
I've been on my leg all morning. We got this.
So yeah.
So how often do you take ballet a week?
I used to only take once a week, which was crazy. Like every time I'd go back, it would be like, ooh.
Yeah.
But now I take at least twice.
Okay.
I'm trying to go 3 times a week, but I mean, it is difficult because I also work 2 jobs. And I'm starting school next week.
What are your 2 jobs?
So I'm a barista.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't say where, but
okay.
but I'm a barista in the morning, like 2 to 3 times a week. Used to be more, but now I got more stuff going on. And then I work as a server at like a really nice restaurant. Like a lot of high clientele come there all the time.
Okay.
I was like serving this big director a couple days ago. It's fun. I get to meet a lot of cool people. Love it there. Love my job. But yeah, like I serve there. I also food run. I've been there for a long time, as well as my other job, like for 2.5 years.
Wow.
And yeah, I just love everyone there. Like everyone's great. And
so outside of those jobs, then you're just taking as many dance classes as you can take, type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, you were asking about like what I was doing dance currently. I actually had another dance job, which I did with the friend I'm about to take class with. We were actually flown out. They paid for our flight all the way to Washington. Technically Washington, but they said Oregon. Wrong. But it's like right there. But yeah, we got flown out for like this backup dancing job. And we rehearsed at Millennium. Like it was really cool. Like it was like not the biggest job, but like the biggest expense. Like the most like they've invested in like dancers. I feel no. Like how do I explain this? Like they put so much money for us for this job. Like the choreography was like at Millennium, but it was just like 1 day, or is it 2 days? Like 1 days. And then they literally flew us out like the next week, and then we just did it. And then like it was like a $500,000 production. Like they put so much money to this production. Like it was this whole like there were so many dancers, and we like backup danced for this great singer. I don't remember her name, but she was amazing. And yeah, and then like they flew us back, and then here I am like doing my normal stuff. You know?
So you just did that?
Yeah, that was like very recent, a couple weeks ago. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was longer. It was in January.
Was it like an enjoyable experience, or you're like, I wish I could do more of that?
100%. I met so many like amazing, talented dancers. It was great networking, honestly. Got close to with like some people, and I was really happy for that, because I feel like I don't get spend a lot of time with dancer friends, I don't really get to make dancer friends, because I'm, live across from LA, and I can't really stay out here a lot, and I'm always busy. So having a job where I can actually, talk to people, socialize, it really does help, because I just don't have the time for that right now to make great connections. And now I've made like a lot of connections from that job and a lot of friends. Oh, that's
awesome. And how did you end up getting the job? Did they find you?
Actually, this has been crazy, because I don't even have headshots. And I don't even have Unreal. And that was my 3rd job I've gotten with none of that.
Wow.
And it's just by knowing people. And technically, this all has stemmed from social media.
Okay.
Because the first person that got me a job, I still haven't even met him. And he's gotten me 2 jobs. And I haven't even met him. And he's recommended me to people. And somehow I've gotten those jobs without giving them a headshot or Reel. They've just seen my Instagram. So social media is very powerful.
Yeah.
Like it's gotten me a lot of things, which I can talk about later. But and then from that, one of the jobs that he got me someone got me this job very last minute, and they're like, oh, I can't make it. Do you want to do it?
Oh.
And so, like, I was like, yeah, heck yeah.
That's awesome.
And it was like a week before the job, and I was actually able to do it. And so it's like, you never know, like, what connections you can make. You know? Like, I feel like as long as you're a genuinely good person, like, that goes so far in the dance industry.
Hello, everyone. I wanted to remind you quickly that if you haven't bought my book, The Tracy in LA Newsletters 2010, please get it. It's on Amazon. You can get the paperback version or you can get the Kindle version. It is a compilation of a bunch of actual letters I wrote and sent in the actual mail back in 2010 when I was first living in LA pursuing acting. A bunch of my friends who didn't live in LA thought it was so interesting that I was pursuing acting and wanted to hear more about it. So I basically just am super vulnerable. I talk about all the things I was going through, the doubts I was having, the struggles I was having, finding agents, getting auditions, making friends, visiting different churches, like totally just pour myself out in these letters. And I didn't really necessarily think I would ever publish them, but I went back all these years later and decided to edit them, change some names, and make it in a way where I could actually publish it and release it to the public. So that's what this is. I'm working on the 2011 letters right now. I have quite a few years that I did this, and people really liked it when I did it initially. And now I've gotten some good feedback on the book as well, even from people that like never read it initially or didn't know me back then. It sort of feels like a period piece now because it's like from 2010. So some of the language I use is just different. And, you know, I talk about burned CDs and things like that. So anyway, I think it's kind of fun and hopefully you could relate because most of you probably are in LA doing similar things. So I hope you can get it and enjoy it. And if you like it, please leave a review on Amazon and yeah, let me know what you think, and thank you for your support. So is that mostly what you're doing then, right? Well, you're also
I'm doing everything right now.
You're also doing a lot of content for social media.
Yeah, dude, it's like a full-time job. I didn't like get it when people like influencers complain, but now I understand. I'm like, yeah, they're complaining for a reason. No, but I love it. It's a huge privilege to be able to do it and like have a platform to inspire people because so many people. Like, I used to think that I was going to be on top of DMs and, like, on top of comments when I came a, like, influencer maybe, whatever. But there's, like, it's overwhelming. Like, so many people, like, every 10 minutes, every 30 minutes, someone's, like, DMing me. And then, like, every 30 seconds, someone's commenting. And I cannot keep up with it. And I feel bad because I always wanted to be that person that would, like, respond to people. But, like, there's a point where it's, like, let me slow down and put my life first. Like, I love what like everything that people are doing, but like you gotta put yourself first, you know, like because you know if you don't, then everything else is gonna crumble. Like your mental health is super important, which I've made a lot of posts about too, and I try to make a lot of posts because maybe we'll talk about this later. But like I had a huge mental health crisis when I first moved out here. So
where did you move from?
Dallas, Texas.
Okay, and when did you start? Did you know for a long time that you wanted to get more involved with social media and posting a lot, or did that kind of just happen by accident?
You know, I always felt like I wanted to be a creator. I just like always, I like dabbed with it when I was like younger and like with some friends. And like, I just love making like entertaining videos and stuff. We would like do iMovie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember iMovie.
Yeah. Oh, I remember iMovie.
And like, I just like love making funny videos and stuff. I always thought I was not funny until now, but until I got some validation. I was like, no one wants to see my stuff. But I've always wanted to create social media, but I did not know it would like be like this.
Okay.
I thought it was going to go a much different direction, if at all. But like now it's like everyone knows me as this guy that dies doing ballet, which I think is hilarious. I mean, honestly, I'm very, very grateful that like I'm making something that can make people laugh. Like that is very important to me.
How did all the ballet videos start? Did you just one day you were like, I'm going to start recording myself in ballet, and then it just started to become this funny thing, or did you know it was going to be like that? How did that start? Oh
my gosh. So like I remember seeing well, let me start from like how I found his class, 'cause I feel like that ties in. But I remember seeing someone record his class, a teacher, one of the first teachers I took class from like a millennium, like when I first moved out here, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. Like she has amazing technique. She's actually on like one of the Netflix shows that just came out, Star Search.
Okay.
But I don't think she even knows I know this all about her. But like she was really inspiring. So like, thank you for inspiring me. Perfect technique. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to know like how she got this amazing technique. And then one day I saw she was taking that class from like Ito, the famous ballet teacher we all know.
Yeah.
And I was determined to find it. And she didn't like link it. And then finally, I don't know if she did link it, but eventually I found it from someone because a lot of people were already posting about him. And I was like, wow, like you can actually record in this class too, because if they're posting about it, then you can like freely record it. So I finally took it with a coworker who actually hired me for my other job. Who was actually a dancer. It's crazy. Life is crazy. Just remember that too. Yeah, she was a dancer. Now she just gave birth. Congrats. But I took that class with her and I was like terrified because if you don't know Ito, he looks really intimidating and he like sounds really intimidating, but he means everything from like such a good place. Like he actually cares so much about like every single one of his dancers. Like he cares a lot. And it was the hardest class I've ever taken in my life.
The first time you took it, did you record?
No. I was like just terrified and like I was really bad and I was like, I'm never coming back to this class, but I want to come back to this class because I've never been challenged so hard. And I did not take ballet for like a long time, for like, I feel like a year and a half at least, because of injuries, which we might talk about later. Oh my gosh, there's so much.
We'll see what we get to.
But let me go actually answer your question though. So like eventually I saw a lot of people recording his class.
Oh, so a lot of people do it.
Yeah, a lot of people do it. And I was like, wow, like I guess I'll record since everyone's recording, because I remember when I was in college doing dance classes, and actually like seeing myself via Zoom actually helped me a lot, like understand what I was doing with my body. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna help me and I want to get better fast because I need to. So I'm gonna record myself. And then one time I recorded myself, this was like literally last year, and he did something really funny. And when I was watching it, and I was like, you know what, I want to post this. This is hilarious. And I asked him permission. I was like, can I record, like post this? Like, it's actually so funny. And he's like, sure. And I posted like very late at night, like very minimal editing. I wake up and it has 500,000 views. And I'm like, what the heck?
Wow.
Like, you know, like whenever you post something, you're like, oh, maybe it'll go viral overnight, but you don't actually think it will.
Yeah.
And then when it does, you're like, what the heck? Like,
is that when you started getting a lot more followers from those videos in the beginning?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Like, that's when I was like, I should, well, actually, I started posting other things that blew like up as well. So like I started getting more into content creating. So it did help that I was like getting really in it, because right before then, well, was it right before then? I don't even remember the timeline of everything, but like I met a major influencer that was it's also my friend now, and she actually inspired me a lot to like post content. She's like, you have a lot of like potential, and then that's when I started posting stuff. Some stuff like blew up a little bit, but not at this proportion. But I was like, actually, maybe I do have potential. Maybe you're right. So that's when I started like being okay with like posting that.
That's funny because I actually used to always take ballet at West Side School of Ballet, and I always took Chase and Greenwood's class, and I used to take the same type of videos before I even saw people doing that in Ito's class. I would put the camera to that angle, and I always took videos like that, but I would post them in my stories. I never posted them on the actual grid because I was trying to like be low key about it. And there was one time when Jason like was surprised. He didn't know I was recording. He never cared, but he one time like noticed it, and he did say something funny into the camera because he was like, "Oh, a camera," and that was kind of funny. But I never tried posting anything because I think I was just trying to be like subtle about it. But Ito just gets so into it. He makes it so funny.
He's like he's like a celebrity. Israel, where he's from. He literally told me that like paparazzi used to follow him, and I was like, what?
Really? He is so entertaining.
Yeah, he used to be like not just an amazing dancer, but like I mean, he is still amazing. Not used to, but like he used to judge on Say Think and Dance like over there too and everything. So he was a big deal. But yes, he's just well. After I posted that video, people started commenting this other girl, and I found out she posted like the exact like similar type of footage, and I was like, oh my gosh, like other people have been doing this, and like he has been acting the same way. This is like actually hilarious.
Yeah.
So then I like started like recording more, and that's when he got like actually interactive with the camera once he knew I was recording, because I don't think he knew I was recording the first time, obviously, until I sent him. And then because so many people record.
Yeah.
And then that's when he started putting his head in the camera, and then
Now,
his tree was made.
Does he do that to everybody's cameras, or just the people he knows like are posting it and everything?
Well, first I feel like it was just like that one other girl, and then there's just a couple other girls, but now there's this other friend of mine that's also posting videos, and he's doing the same thing. But yeah,
it's just becoming a ballet reality show.
Yeah, I feel like as long as you go
funny.
there and like you want it, he'll do it.
That's so funny. And do you feel like you've grown a lot since you started taking his class? Because you've been taking it for how long now?
I feel like not a year, but like 8 months or more.
That's pretty long.
Since like March.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you feel like your technique has grown a lot?
If you saw me in one of those like older videos, I was actually so afraid to post because I was like, I look horrible. And I was like, you know what? Everyone looks horrible. I mean, not everyone, but like I meant like everyone.
In the beginning.
Everyone does not start out perfect. And I came through this whole like thing. That's when I was like rock bottom, and I was like, you know what? Let me just show a side that people never show. It's like me messing up, and like I think that just has to be shown because no one really shows enough of that in the dance world, and we just all see these perfect dancers who all like just like somehow prodigies. Like, no, you don't like are born a prodigy. Like you go to like really intense schools, you go through a lot of practice, a lot of failure, and you get better. You just learn from it.
Yeah.
And you have good teachers, and like he's a great teacher, and I was really bad. Well, I thought I was bad, and I've never had a teacher work on me so hard in the best way possible, the most positive way. Like he knows exactly, like he's exactly the teacher I've needed my whole life. Because he doesn't, he doesn't. You should go sometime.
I do want to go. I'm hoping to try it at some point soon.
He's like the only teacher that can like teach you without being so negative and strict. Like he's still strict, but he's not negative. He's very positive, he's very loving, and he just wants the best for you, and he cares a lot about people's health more than anything. And he's always like, I love hands-on teachers. Like he's always hands-on, trying to fix my hips, my feet, everything, and it really, really like changed my whole ballet technique forever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have another friend that's been trying to get me to go to that class too. So.
Oh wait, did she go too?
Yeah, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Yeah, I just met her. I just took another class with her like last week.
Yeah,
and
the
I
T-Millie
fumbled
one.
that choreography. I don't know if she told you that.
I watched your video.
Oh!
I mean, you didn't. I didn't. Sorry, I said that. That came out wrong. I didn't see you mess up in your video, but I saw your video that you posted because
I'm sorry.
I took that class with her because she got me to take it with Sarah like a while ago. And it was so hard. That's why I was like, I know how hard that class is.
I just didn't want to disappoint that teacher because she's like amazing.
Sab Phillips.
Yeah, and the people watching were amazing too. And I was like, I got way too in my head. That's my problem.
Even her warm up was so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa, what are we doing here? It was
like,
fun. It was really challenging, but I really enjoyed it and I had a great time. And
yeah, that's when you know you have to go back though because it's a great class.
You're like, I need to come and get better at this. So it's always good to start out because you want to have somewhere to grow.
Yeah.
If you start out on the top, what are you doing?
It's like, what's a class for?
So that's cool. You're juggling a lot around two jobs and everything.
I'm about to die.
But and podcasting and everything. I know. I wasn't sure if I was going to get him because he's like, I'm really busy. I'm like, okay, let me know.
No, literally, like, I was like, I wanted to do it though. I was like, I would love to. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and this is his first podcast. I was like surprised actually.
I like tried to do one like forever ago, but it did not work. You gotta have a professional over here. So. Like,
But okay, I want to hear the beginning of your dance story.
Oh.
And how did that start? Because you're from Texas.
Yeah.
Did you dance over there then when you were young?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So actually, it started not with dance. It started with Taekwondo and like martial arts.
Oh, okay.
So when I was like 9, 10 years old, I would always go, starting off, I have 3 sisters and they've all taken ballet, but when they were going to the specific ballet school, Texas Ballet Theater, amazing dancer, amazing studio, right next to it was this martial arts studio. And every day, like my mom would take my sisters to class and I would just like peek through the window of the martial arts class. And eventually, my mom's just signed me up. She's like, you got to do something. So I did that for 5 years, actually.
Wow.
And like double promoted to black belt. Like I was actually like really good at what I did and like competed nationally.
Oh.
Like got third place one time. Woo.
Wow.
Like nationally was crazy.
We were how old then? Around?
I was like 12 when I went to that competition, but
Okay.
I was like, I did till 15.
Okay.
And like, yeah, that was like my passion. I thought I was going to be like going to Olympics or something. I wasn't that good, but I was still good enough to where I was like, I'm going to, like I did it. It was my first thing. I was like very passionate about it, and I didn't think I was going to quit. So it was very dramatic when I quit.
Why did you quit? Oh,
Well, that's a whole story itself, but
can you
that's
tell
a,
it? Can you?
that's a long story.
Okay,
But let me just say, while I was like, ever since I started martial arts, like while I was going that journey, I would always wait at my sister's studio and just like listen to the music and like watch them dance before my parents would pick me up, because we would have to wait till like very late. Oh my gosh. So they're not gonna like, what are my parents gonna do, like pick me up and then drive me home? Like no, we lived like 30 minutes away. So I would always like watch class, and then over time I kind of fell in love with it. And because I would just like listen and watch
That's
like
so
for
cool.
years before I even stepped foot in a class. Well, actually I took a class like one time when I was like very, very little. I don't remember how old I was when my oldest sister was in dance.
Okay.
But that doesn't really count because that was just my parents like throwing me in and then taking me
Just
out.
one time, yeah.
But like it's been like in my life for like since I was like technically born, because my oldest sister was like always doing it too before my two other sisters took it at that other studio, if that makes sense. I know it's a lot.
But when you quit Taekwondo, did you go straight to doing dance?
Oh, that was hard. That was like the hardest time of my life.
Why?
Because
I'm so curious because it seems like you loved it. So I'm
Well, I
curious
loved it,
why
but,
you
like,
quit it. But
you know, like there obviously is like this huge stereotype with dance, and like when you're the only guy taking a class with all these girls, like you feel so stupid. Not to mention you have to wear like tights and everything. Like it just feels so not normal.
But what made you, or can you share what made you transition from doing Taekwondo to doing dance?
I just loved it more. Like my
just-
dad has this
okay.
funny saying he tells everyone. He was like, Matthew was in martial arts, but he wasn't practicing martial arts when he was at home. He was trying to dance. He was trying to turn, see how many turns he could do. And I was like,
That's
you know
funny.
what? You're not wrong.
Were
And
you
so-
doing both at the same time for a little bit? Or
I mean, I didn't take dance class. Actually, did I start? I think I might have started like right before I quit.
okay.
But I remember like I literally cried in my car one time and I was like, Mom, I don't want to do this. Like, and then she's like, no, you're getting a full scholarship, because they gave me a full scholarship to like do it
For the martial arts.
for the for dance.
For
When I
dance.
started,
Oh, probably because you were a guy.
Yeah, obviously. Sorry, I have guy privilege, but use your privileges. If you have something, use it. Like I mean, I couldn't. My mom couldn't afford like it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like having my mom has 5 kids, like all going to martial arts. My brother was like in private high school. Like having like it's expensive already. So she was like, you know what? Like if you're gonna have a full scholarship and you like it, you better do it.
So you liked it, but you kind of felt weird just being a guy. And
I
doing
liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot, but there was a lot of blocks, like mental blocks, because I felt like I was doing something that was very like looked down on from a lot, especially if you live in Texas, man. Like, it's like not like everyone's doing like football or something.
Right.
Yeah, and like my brother was doing basketball.
Okay.
And my dad like loved my brother like for doing basketball, like, and he was like so in it. And my dad like supported me with my dance too, but like obviously I feel like it was harder for him because it's just such a thing that's like not like stereotypical.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like you
saying?
guys didn't have the same connection that your brother had with him.
Yeah.
With a more like.
Which I get, but like it's just like you have to go through that, it's just different. So you have to feel very like an outsider.
Yeah.
Not trying to say that was like, I'm not trying to victimize myself, but it's just like you are in minority.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like hard to do that, especially when transitioning from something like Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So I just it was a rough time transitioning, but once I got like over that mental block and I like really put the effort in, I got so good so fast. Like I got really like I remember stretching like every night, and I got the splits like, well, something you could call the splits like in like a year, and that was at 15. And I remember I was like, you know what, like I'm starting late. I gotta really put the effort in because I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
So then I applied to all these summer intensives. And, you know, privilege again, guy privilege. When you're a guy in summer intensives, they'll give you full scholarships most of the time to like partner because they need partners for all these girls.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like, come, we need you. Here's the money. Or they'll like put you to work. The first summer intensive I did was with Joffrey in San Antonio, and they put us to work. Like we had to set up the Marley floor, but then also like they gave us a full scholarship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like that's where I learned most of my training.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you did you do a lot of partnering? Did you like doing that?
Partnering is my favorite thing.
That's
honestly,
so cool.
Yeah. I feel like it's so cool when like just like two people can make something, and like I just like love partnering. I don't know. It's just something.
So you stuck with ballet through most of your growing up?
Since I was 15.
Okay.
Then there's all the things that happened, but we could start from 15.
What happened?
I mean, like, I don't know where to start, but like, I mean, when I was 15, I had like, you know, summer intensive after summer intensive. And then when I was like, flash forward 2 years, I feel like I got really good in 2 years. And I got my first job at 17. With this big company, like this corporate company job where I like performed, but it wasn't like ballet. It was like performing, like jazz funk, like backup dancing.
And now, had you trained in other styles, or had you only been training in ballet?
Well, my studio was just ballet. I love my studio. Like people were great there, but like they were just very like they weren't a competition studio.
Okay.
So we did other styles, and it was great. But I feel like they didn't really push us that hard. But like it was it was a great studio, but like obviously they weren't like trying to train us to be, you know, YGP finalist.
Yeah. So do you feel like you just pushed yourself extra hard, and that's kind of how
I love them a lot,
further?
but like I feel like they didn't push me hard enough. Like, but also I feel like I didn't really know if I wanted it that much when I was younger.
Okay.
So that kind of changed. You know, I feel like it was on and off when I was younger because you know when you're 15 you're just like, well, I don't know.
after you got your first job at 17, you said?
Yeah.
Were you like, oh, I think I want to keep doing this?
Exactly.
Okay.
Like it was so much fun. It was huge, and like we performed a lot, and there's like scaffolding. I was on top of the scaffolding.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it was a big job, and like all the people I was working with, I was the youngest person that worked that job. Everyone else was like post college graduates with dance, and that's when I realized like I don't really have to go to college for this. I just have to get better. But I still went to college, but we'll talk about that later.
Wait, well, what did you go to college for?
Wait. Let me answer the other question. That you asked me like, was that like when you like realized you wanted to do it for the rest?
Yes.
I actually wrote this in my college essay. It was a whole thing about all this, but that's when I realized I wanted. Like I was on like I think it was on the scaffolding or something, or maybe I was holding a flag. I don't even know what I was doing, but it was like in front of 3,000 people, and like all the energy they gave us was just incredible. And I was like, wow, like mid dance, I was like, wow, like I really want to do this. Like this is a lot of fun. Like I love dancing. And I was like, I want to do this for as long as I can. Maybe not. Like I obviously can't do it forever, but I will try.
Maybe you can. We don't know. Okay, so you decided you wanted to do that forever, but then you still decided you wanted to go to college. Why?
Well, I didn't really want to go to college.
Love the honesty.
I actually didn't. Well, now I do, but it's funny how so many things change when you get older. But at that point, 17, 18, I don't remember. I didn't want to go to college, and I just wanted to dance because I feel like I was already doing things that postgraduates did. And if I would go to college, I wasn't doing good academically at that age, even though they think I was. Like my school, I was not. And because I was actually homeschooled. I was struggling like academically really bad. And I had a lot of problems, like a video game addiction. Like I didn't really care about anything other than dance. So
I'm surprised you had time for video games with dance.
It was like I was doing that instead of schoolwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like when I was supposed to be doing schoolwork and like in the morning, I was bad. Like, but I was just going through like a lot of problems, and I did not want to go to. I didn't want to go to college for anything academically because like I wasn't really into it. I was like, if I do, it'll be for dance. So ironically, my mom like really wanted me to go to college, so I still like applied, but I only applied to one college.
Okay.
This is so funny. And that college, I got a full scholarship to.
That's awesome.
Which
But it wasn't even for dance, or was it?
It was for dance.
Oh,
it was
okay,
for
okay.
dance, and I actually knew 2 professors that worked there, but they didn't have to do with anything with my full scholarship. I'm pretty sure, which is funny because you have to be dual acceptance, so you have to be accepted to the college and the dance program.
Okay.
So I actually was smart enough to get accepted to the college.
Hey.
So yeah, I had a full scholarship under dance. But here's the thing: I wanted to double major. I didn't want to just do like, I love dance, but I don't want to become a dance teacher like
Okay.
full time. I don't have fun doing that. That's not
Okay.
something I want to do. Nothing bad.
Well, some people
that do
love
that.
teaching
Yeah.
dance, but that's not for everybody.
But
Yeah.
like me, like I like to perform. Like if I'm gonna be dancing, I want to be performing, not like teaching. Maybe I will eventually, but like right now, it's just like no, I don't want to do that, and that's okay. I think.
Yeah. Of course.
But so what was I even talking about?
What else did you major in?
Oh, so it was like went back and forth. Like first it was like creative computing because I like computer science. Like
Okay.
I'm a tech person, but that was just too much. Like I was doing like 20 credits a semester, and I didn't even get to the creative computing part because I was doing all the basics.
Okay.
So then I like try to do business instead. And that school was known for business, and I started doing like economics and whatever. But like it was a lot. Like it was a lot, y'all. Like we were like not mentally okay. We were like being tortured because we were doing like all the dancers. Like if you double major, you had to do like 20 credits.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
Like they try to like. I'm sure it's good for some people. I mean, we even have a presidential scholar in our dance class, who's now like in the Rockettes. Like kudos to her.
Wow.
But they like. They promoted this college as something you could like double major in while dancing, but it's like, bro, it's like not,
lot, yeah.
like you have 20 credit semester and you're doing like 4-hour dance rehearsals at night.
Wow. Yeah.
Especially the guys, because they need the guys for like all the partnering and stuff. And it was just like a lot, man. Like I was like, that's when I started getting burnt out from
Okay,
dance. Like
yeah.
I was getting really, really burned out. And I started hating it. Like I started hating dance. I started like, they made me hate ballet. I mean, they didn't make me, but like, just the way everything like went.
No rest, no
Yeah,
downtime.
you have to go to like, I don't know. It was just like a lot of things. The whole like politics of college dance made me like hate it. And it wasn't until years later I realized that it was just college, not dance, that I hated. So that was a huge flip for me. So that's something my ballet teacher has made me understand.
Okay.
He's just.
What did you end up getting as your second major?
Well.
Or did you not? Okay.
So after 2 years, that's when COVID happened, and then we did
okay.
classes online. And I was like, I absolutely hate this.
That would have been awful. Yeah.
I was doing plies in my kitchen, holding my oven door, like the oven.
Yeah.
And my mom like came in the kitchen. I remember like the teacher like got mad at my mom, and I was like, "This is our kitchen. She has to come in the kitchen."
has to come in the
like,
kitchen.
and I got kind of like
Wow.
mad, and I
Yeah.
was like, "What am I even doing? Like, I don't think I have a great relationship with my professors. Like, I don't see this going anywhere." So that's when I dropped out.
Okay.
Very abruptly, and I think I could have shocked a lot of people, and because I had like a full scholarship and everything, and that was it. And then a lot happened from there. Like that's when I started working like crazy, and that's when I was like, I want to move to LA to become like an actual dancer.
Were you working dance jobs or other types of jobs?
Oh,
Working like crazy?
I think I missed a lot of things. I mean, when I was like right before college, I was doing like state fair. I was in a ballet company.
Oh, okay.
All like around 17, right before I got
Okay.
in college. So I had a bunch of dance jobs.
So you were doing those jobs while you were at college, or you stopped for a little bit? And
While I was like towards the end of my high school, and then I stopped when I was in college.
Okay.
And then after like I dropped out of college, I started doing like the state fair again.
Okay.
It was like 30 days straight dancing. It was great. It was a great job. I made like great friends. My dance best friend I've made from there. And from there I just kept doing like a lot of freelance dance jobs.
Okay.
But then I realized that there wasn't a lot in Texas. Like there's only so much you could do, and I did all of the big jobs.
Yeah.
Honestly, the biggest jobs you could do in Texas. So I was like, I gotta move to LA. I want to do more. Like,
What made you want to do like LA over like New York?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think college made me like dislike concert dance a lot.
Okay.
Because that's what
That was the focus. Yeah.
Like a lot of Graham modern. I love Graham now, but at first I hated it. I hated it so bad. Sorry, Graham. But now I like it. Like once I understood like, what was it was all about, and we got off the floor finally because it's a lot of floor work.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, this is pretty like, beautiful when you can view it from the right way. But a lot of Balanchine ballet. I loved the jazz. My jazz teacher was great. I feel like he believed me a lot, which is like amazing. But yeah, I think me realizing that I like jazz the most from the college was like, this is the closest thing to like commercial dance, you know?
Yeah.
Like the type of jazz we did was very like production-esque, but not like the type in like New York. And yeah, that's when I realized like I love doing the more commercial work because I had that experience from that job I had
Right.
before college that was more like
Yeah.
like LA, and I was like, yeah, that's more of what I wanted to do. And then because college made me realize I do not want to do concert
Right.
dance.
Okay.
It's great, like
Makes
maybe
sense.
I'll like be in a ballet company or something like in the future, but not right now.
Yeah. So you decided to move to LA. Did you like save up money to do that?
Oh my gosh. So like I like was always like financially independent. Like I didn't really have a lot of support from anyone, which is understandable. Like my parents have a lot going on. But I worked like I lived with my best friend after that, and I worked so much, man. Like I was like determined to work my butt off.
In Texas.
Yeah. After college, I was like, if I'm gonna drop out, I have to make this dance thing work. And I like worked so much, like 2 jobs. I went from job to job to job to job. I've worked at Lowe's, Nothing Bun Cakes, Target, Sonic, like all like those at the same time, and then like Lululemon, like in the mall, to like serving, which was like I'm not serving. I did food running, and then in like busing, whatever, which I made the most money from. That's the most lucrative, honestly. Yeah, and then that's when I stayed with that job, made so much money. Enough to like move. Yeah.
And how long have you been in LA now?
About 2.5 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So not
I
too
lived,
long.
It was like June 2023.
Okay.
Is that? Wait.
That sounds about right.
So, but yeah, it'd be 3 years this year.
Okay.
Yeah, which is actually crazy.
Wow. So then
I
when
know
you
that-
when you
Going on
came out
tangents.
here, did you just kind of start doing the same thing you were doing, like just hustled to find jobs and dance jobs and all of that?
Whole other story. There's just so much because I can't just say yes, but yeah, I mean that was the idea.
Yeah.
I moved out here. It like took 22 hours drove straight here with all my.
Did you drive
my-
by yourself?
With my best friend.
Okay.
With my whole life in my car, I drove here. It was like late May of 2023, and had an Airbnb set up. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna find like places to work. I'm gonna immediately get a job. I thought I was planning to transfer to a job from the same company. Restaurant company. It was a hotel company.
Yeah.
Here, but I realized it was a whole different situation, and I did not get that job for like union reasons.
Okay.
Not because I wasn't good enough. It was fine. I'm not that bad. So, but yeah, I took all my stuff, my whole life, and then with Airbnb, eventually found an apartment with like this influencer friend of mine. We still talk. Yeah, but it was hard to find a job.
And this was your influencer friend, but it was before your
Yes.
own stuff. blew
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Yeah. So I met like a lot of influencer people before I, started getting into it a lot more.
Yeah.
And it was like it was cool seeing how like they did their stuff and whatever. But yeah, like it took me forever to get a job. It was horrible. It was horrible. It's harder than people think to get a job out here.
Actually, that is true.
Like
yeah.
like the easy jobs. Like it's,
Even easy jobs, I know.
like a
it's-
barista job, like, oh, you don't have 7 years of experience, you can't do latte art, you can't get paid minimum wage. Like,
Because people want the easy jobs out here, I think, more than other places
Yeah.
because everybody's out here trying to do
their own-
artistic
yeah,
things and they all
exactly.
want the easy jobs to go around that. So I experienced that too.
Yeah.
It was hard to get those jobs.
because I was living in West Hollywood and I was commuting all the way to Inglewood for this little
Wow.
job, and I was
Yeah.
losing money like
Just
crazy.
with all the gas and like,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Well, I mean, I have an electric car, but yeah, I was still the same. I was losing like a lot of money. I'm like, what the heck? That's when I went into like a severe depression for like a year and a half, much more than that, dude. I like went in this bad relationship. It wasn't like, well, I mean, it was pretty bad. Like all the same time, like everything that could happen to me, bad happened to me my first year. Like it's just like everything crumbled. I like went into extreme debt, got in a bad relationship that was like toxic, and then hurt myself. I don't even know how, but I hurt my neck really bad. I think it was from a car accident I had, and I was just like, I think it was.
And you got in a car accident?
Well, that was right before I
earlier?
moved. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a whole other story. But I think I pushed myself too hard and didn't rest when I first moved out here. But my neck started hurting like crazy, and then I eventually found out after going to like 4 different doctors that I had like cervical spinal issues, like multiple like herniated disc, and you know,
man.
for some people, you can have a huge herniated disc and it won't hurt at all. And then for others, you have like a super small one and it'd be like extreme pain, which was like, I didn't have a really small one, but I had the extreme pain and I couldn't bend my neck back without like
Oh, wow.
insane amount of pain. Like I would like cry. I remember I would go to one of these classes, and I try to take a class, and I would like cry after class because it was like so much pain. Not to like, I'm like, oh, I'm crying, but like that's how much it hurt. Just to put in perspective, like it wasn't like I could keep pushing, and that's the thing with like nerve injuries is that when you push, it just makes it worse. You don't get better.
Okay.
So that
you
happened.
had to rest. Were they telling you to rest?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have health insurance when I came out here.
Okay. You're like, nobody was telling me anything.
I was trying to figure out everything alone, and it was hard. Like while going like in extreme debt, like trying to find new jobs and having a toxic relationship, which was my first relationship. And like, yeah, everything was like happening at the same time. And that neck pain was giving me like severe depression because I couldn't sleep without pain.
Wow.
And then simultaneously, I like pulled my hamstring too at like one of my first classes in Millennium because I didn't know you didn't warm up. And so all that was happening at the same time. And it was bad. Like, it was so
Dang,
bad.
that's a rough first year. That's more rough than my first year, for sure.
But you know, when you hit, like, severe rock bottom, you could only go, like, up.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
So
how did you start going back up?
Oh, my gosh. Like, I finally, like, closed that relationship. And even though it was hard, and, like, I feel like we're still friends. And I got those 2 jobs that I talked about, like, around the same time, actually. And I was so lucky to have those jobs. I was trying so hard. Like, I walked into resume, like, everywhere. But anyways, I got those 2 jobs, so I started making more money. I just started working my butt off. I was working, like, 60, 80 hours a week. And I'm not even joking, because I couldn't do any dancing for, like, a year and a half.
So you were just working. Okay.
For the first year I was here, I couldn't do any dancing. I was in severe pain. So I was like, you know what? Even though I was, like, working with pain, like, I was like, I'm going to, like, work my butt off all the time. And then I was able to eventually afford like a chiropractor / physical therapist out here. And he really helped me a lot. Sometimes I even go back to help. But he showed me a lot of things to like do on my own. So I eventually did all those things on my own and like researched a lot on my own. And then it also got me to get into nutrition, which I post some stuff about, but that's what I'm in school for now.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to school now.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a lot of things going on. But yeah, that's what I got. That's why I kind of went into school for that too, because I understood how important nutrition was for like recovery, not just like your body, but injuries overall and long-term health. And then I started like treating my body right, you know, physical therapy, nutrition, like I like did a lot of mental health help, you know, podcasts, you know, self-help, all this stuff happened like within my second year-ish or like year and a half, like, you know, that towards time, whatever. And that's when everything started getting better. And then I started taking class again, even though it was so scary to take class again.
After the injury.
Yeah. I remember like Sam's was like one of the first I did.
Oh,
and,
really?
like,
That's an interesting one to choose for your first one.
it was one of the, I think maybe I took Shelby first. I don't even remember.
Okay. So Shelby, you're saying one of the crazy contemporary classes was the first one you took after
I don't think it was like
injury.
the first, but like I can't remember exactly.
Okay. One of the first.
I literally remember when I was in the car after like my chiropractor visit, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take Sam's. Like, it's really intimidating because actually Sam like knew me like from my social media a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
So I like always wanted to take his class, and I thought he was like amazing. And I was like, oh, I gotta take his class. And I remember I was like sitting in the car after like one of my chiropractor visits. I'm like, I can do it. Like, I think I can. And I remember I went and like I fumbled so bad and I forgot everything. But I was like, you know what? I was like, I still tried, and I was like, you know, this is like the step to like doing things that fear me a lot, like I fear a lot, and you know it was the right thing to do. And it kind of from there I kind of get better and better and better, and then I started taking like Shelby's too, and then other classes. And this was like a while ago, but I started doing like one class like a week.
Okay.
And then obviously like the ballet too started ramping up, and then my injury like eventually stopped hurting as much.
That's
like
awesome.
Both my injuries.
Okay.
Please. Just pray.
I have noticed for myself with my own past injuries that easing back into dance is what healed it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't go crazy right away.
Yeah.
But actually,
It's
I
actually
think
good, yeah.
resting too long
Yeah.
is actually prolonging it.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for like pull busters or something.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Ito's class like actually healed like my body.
Nice.
Even though like you would think not with how extreme everything is, but as long as you're like aware and you don't overdo it and you like know you're like how much to push, I feel like that's how you like, heal your body.
I didn't realize that until I finally experienced an injury.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
was like, oh, now I feel like less afraid of injury because I sort of know how to
Yeah,
handle it now.
yeah.
And my first injury, I
Exactly.
was like, what do I do? And all the doctors were telling me
It's
different
hard.
things, and
It's
like
hard.
it was confusing. But
like once you like get over the first one, I've had so many that like you just
okay.
like
So You've had more since then.
My
but,
gosh.
Oh, no.
Not like since
you
then, but
also
before.
do so much besides
Oh, here we
dance. You're
go.
also, because we haven't even talked about this. When did you start getting into just like working out? Have you always done that?
No,
or
I was the skinniest person alive.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
was like this was in my arm. I mean, if you look at if anyone's watching, you look at my videos, just look at like one of my videos, like I posted a long time ago, and like you'll see how small I was. I had no muscle. I ate horrible. My face was like a pizza, like my sister would say, like it was full of acne because of how bad I ate.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like during that college time when I was like going through it. It was actually like people don't get this, but I feel like a lot of people that work out understand like bodybuilding and weightlifting has more to do with just like, you know, like fixing your health. It's actually such a good tool to like help with your mental health, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why one of the biggest reasons why I went into it too, because when I was struggling with my mental health, and obviously I hated how I looked. I feel like that's obviously why people go into. So both of those reasons, when I was like 21, 20-ish, I would say is when I started working out. Like it was after like that time with the college too. I think it was like right before I dropped out, like a semester before. And that's when I started working out a lot. And it's just like, that's when I fell in love with it. The first like 3 months you do it, you hate it and your body is like so unfamiliar to it. But then once you really spend the time and like research the exercises and like figure out what you're doing, it's just amazing. Like you kind of like, it's the thing you look forward to every day, which is crazy. I never thought I would say that, but I look forward to working out every day. It's like my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's
besides
awesome.
dance. I love dance too. But
you just like all of a sudden got motivated to work out, and then also
Because all that-
did you think about your eating at the same time? Did you start thinking
no,
about that?
I mean,
or no?
like obviously, like a lot of influencers influenced me, which is why like I would say is the main reason why I wanted to like be a content creator. Because like a lot of people, I feel like that was one of the reasons too that influenced me to work out. Was like that was the time of like content creators coming out more about fitness videos.
Okay.
And they actually influenced me to work it out, which
Oh.
made me want to influence people too, which
Yeah.
I hope I'm doing. But yeah, at that time, that's the hard part because I feel like no one at that time was giving correct information. They're all just like protein, and
Yeah.
like calories in, calories out, but it's so much more than that since I've been studying nutrition. And I hope to be one of the people to spread more awareness of the brands that are using good ingredients and actually care about your health, because a lot of brands don't.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't actually eating the stuff they need because of misinformation, which is like, it's fine because I feel like the people spreading the information think it's right. And so that's another problem because it's like, where does this all
They're
stem
just
from?
like misinformed.
Yeah. And like, if you don't study nutrition yourself, which I've been doing for like a long time now, and I feel like I barely even know like the tip, like I barely even like know enough to teach anyone.
Yeah.
But just doing my own research for a long time now, I realized, wow, like this is not what I thought.
Would you say, I know there's like obviously so much information, but do you have any just quick tips or things that you mostly think about when you're thinking about foods that you're eating?
I feel like the easiest, people are gonna hate when I say this, but like if you're starting to like eat healthier, the best thing you could do is just focus on whole foods.
Okay.
Because that's where everything even stems from, you know? Like anything you eat that's in a package has been processed,
Yeah.
AKA they've taken something out from like a whole food and like refurbished it into something else.
Right.
So like a lot of food that's packaged and everything doesn't have like fiber, because that's like the like if you have an orange, it's like the pulp essentially in the orange. A lot of people like they take that juice and they put it in like a drink. When you don't have fiber, like in a processed food, that like slows your digestion and it's good for your health, and
Yeah.
your gut health,
Yeah.
and like digesting foods. That like specifically spikes an hormone response.
Right. It's kind of like drinking juice instead of just eating the orange.
yeah.
It's better to like eat it so that
yeah.
it's processed the right way in your
Essentially,
body.
yeah,
right?
exactly. Essentially, it'll make you crave more sugar,
Right.
which is that juice. That juice is like
And
sugar.
you don't eat, do you eat any sugar?
Oh,
like
yeah.
processed
I
sugar?
eat bad all the time.
Oh, you do? Wait, I'm actually shocked.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to relate on this because I recently fell off the wagon, but I really can't have sugar, any like processed. I can have maple syrup and honey, but if I eat other kinds of sugar,
is pure, like,
I get
glucose.
migraines
Yeah.
even from the smallest amount. I didn't used to be as affected back then, but now I feel like you seem like you eat totally healthy.
It's
but
about the balance. It's
Okay,
literally like
okay.
80-20. Like I only eat like unhealthy when I know I can, when I work out a lot or something, and
Okay.
my body needs that like extra calories.
I see. Okay.
And just like overall nutrients. But I try to like be very good. But like I think if you actually try to be too good and like 100%, then you will crave more and you'll like your body will go crazy and like you'll go on a binge eating spree.
Well, for me, I have to try to bake my own stuff with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
honey and maple syrup to get my like sweets that I
Yeah.
want. And I have to make sure I'm buying good fruits and fruits I like. Because
for you,
for
that's
me,
great.
I have an addiction problem with sugar, so this might not be for everybody.
No, I honestly do too.
If I eat a small amount, if I'm like, I'm just going to have a little bit and be like a normal person, I won't be. I will just
No,
eat
I'm the
cookies
same
for
way.
every
Yeah,
meal.
with anything. Like drink it too. Like don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah, I don't. For some reason, I don't have the same issue with drinking, but drinking just hurts my stomach, no matter what it is, almost always.
You're not missing out. I don't drink
really
anymore, so-
drink it anymore. But sugar, yeah, I can't. I'm better if I'm just like, just don't have it,
Yeah,
Tracy. Just don't have
yeah.
it, because then I don't even remember what it tastes like
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
And so
That's
it's
what
better.
happens.
But recently I fell off the wagon. I had a little sugar. I went crazy this past week actually, and my migraines have been so bad that I have been
Just takes one.
I've been taking medication, and I'm hoping that's gonna be flushed out of my system in the next few days. But I literally went to Sam's class today, and I was like, I'm a little drugged up right now because
Uh-oh,
I
Sam.
took
Kick
some
her out.
prescription medication. And I was a little drowsy. And it's funny because I thought I was not going to not know the choreography because I was kind of drowsy. But no, I was fine with that. The thing I kept forgetting was which group I was in. I literally didn't even go out one time. I didn't dance in one of the rounds because I forgot what group I was in. And I was so confused. I felt like I was just really out
Well, that's
of
the
it.
best thing to forget. So
At least that's what I forgot. You know, I did dance a little less because of that. But literally I was like, wait, what group am I in? I'm so confused. But anyways, yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad you're able to be a little bit moderate with it. I feel like I
Yeah.
just can't for some reason, but
sometimes I feel like when I do, it goes crazy. I'm like, it just won't stop.
you're eating. It seems like you cook. I mean, again, this is what you're showing on social media, so I don't know. But it
Seems
seems like
like-
it seems like you're cooking a good
the key
amount
word.
and preparing.
Yes, ever since
Or at
I've
least
done
trying
that.
to,
Yeah, ever
yeah.
since I meal prep like every week,
That's so good.
that it enforces that rule of
Yeah.
not eating like more than 80%. Like, I mean, eating more than like 20% bad of like the 80-20 rule.
Yeah. Do you
know?
feel like being on social media so much helps your accountability with your eating and your working out?
Yes.
Because I know for me, even like
Well,
in little ways, social media kind of helps my accountability.
honestly, more with like the amount of like following I have now, it's just like it's a lot of pressure
Yeah.
to like be the person that I say I am, and I
Okay.
mean I am, but at the same time, it's like if I have cravings or I start like going off the path of being like really healthy, I'm like, there's a lot of people like watching me now, and I have to be careful.
Would you post that though? Would you be like, oh,
I think
messed
I'm-
up today or something like that?
I think my whole account is based on being authentic and
Yeah.
like, which you don't see too much of nowadays with like, I feel like my kind of like dance and like fitness. And so, yeah, I mean, I would try to hold myself accountable and that stuff because I'm just trying to be real with people, like as real as it gets.
Yeah, no, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I know we got to go pretty soon,
Uh-oh.
but I want to know kind of, do you have any specific dreams and goals right now? I mean, you found yourself, did we even talk about how you ended up, well, we kind of talked about how you ended up
Sorry, I
going-
talked about so
no,
many
we
things.
ended up talking about how you kind of blew up on social media through the ballet classes you were posting and all of that, and then it just got bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And now,
That's the biggest thing right now, I guess you can.
yeah, so now you're doing a lot with that. Seems like you're enjoying it.
I am.
Now, are you feeling like, are you still trying to balance all these dreams? Like you're going to school, you're trying to dance, or
I'm
you are
terrified.
dancing, you're doing social media, you're just
terrified.
kind of like juggling it all.
I'm terrified because like I'm at the point where it's like I'm doing the most I've ever had in my life, like the most I've ever done, because content creating is becoming a full-time job. Like editing those videos takes longer than people think, like hours a day.
Yeah.
On top of everything I'm doing, and now I don't have to, but I get to start school next week, and I'm taking 2 Not 1 classes this semester, and I'm just like a little nervous of how I'm gonna balance it all and like give myself my own time. But I mean, I guess that's what my whole brand is about, is like balancing everything. So I guess
Yeah.
I'll have to figure it out. I mean, I got a C last semester in chemistry, but chemistry's hard. Harder than people
Oh my
think.
gosh. Your post, I was kind of like scrolling through your Instagram before this podcast.
The one that went viral?
And I don't even think I looked at the number on it, but
It's
that
big.
was funny from your chemistry class or whatever. And you're like hoping to get a C at this point or something.
No, that one has like 2 million views.
Okay.
Which I'm like, I didn't think people would care about that. But
It was
like,
funny.
I walked in my class after I posted that, and everyone looked at me, and I was like, what's going on? And like, like, oh, the teacher was just talking about your video, and I was like, what? I've had like so many moments like that this year. I'm like, what the heck? Like, people like know me before I even talk to them, or like, know stuff I post, and I'm like, I actually get approached a lot.
Yeah.
And it's actually like weird, like it's scary, but it's also like amazing. You know? Like people come up to me in like the gym, dance, and then literally one time at work, like a week ago or so, and they were like, oh, you're the fifth guy, like you're the teacher guy. Like, and I'm like, wow, like this is actually crazy. Like it doesn't really, you don't really acknowledge it until like people come up to you and you're like, oh wait, I do like have a lot of reach.
Yeah. No, that's cool. So to kind of wrap it up, do you have anything right now that you're like really hoping is going to happen with any of these categories of things you're doing? Are you like, oh, once I reach this many followers, or you're like, once I can get this type of dance job? Do you have anything like that you're really hoping for, or even with your schooling?
Well, every time I say something, it doesn't come true.
Well, that's how it is for everybody, but it's still interesting to hear like what you're kind of dreaming about, I guess.
Well, actually, yeah, there are a lot of big goals I have actually, like, and I think now I'm getting very close to them. I mean, I am doing like my first big brand deal.
Okay.
Soon, hopefully. I mean, I signed an agreement with them, so like it should happen. But like just that and like happening is crazy. I never thought that would happen this soon. And just so many brands reach out, and it's just like, wow, like this can actually be made into something big. I mean, I want to be sponsored by a gym apparel.
Okay.
I'm not going to say which one, but I think it's obvious. Because I feel like it would create, it would break a lot of like stereotypes, and it would create a whole other audience for this brand. And I
have you reached out to that brand?
I tag them a lot, but I haven't really wanted to reach out until I got a little bigger, and I am. It's like happening, so I'm like, oh, you know, especially when I'm a little busy too right now anyway, so like maybe this year I'm going to send a whole message, because I think it would change a lot. And just like not just the gym industry, but like that company, but just like dance overall. I feel like it would kind of, my whole thing is mixing, you know, the gym or like fitness with dance.
Yeah.
I think people like understand that. And so like doing that with like a gym apparel brand I feel like would be huge.
That would be cool.
So that's like one of my biggest goals right now. And I just have like a lot of other things too. I don't even know where to start.
Is your goal with school just because you want to be able to share more about what you're learning about nutrition, or is there a specific goal you have with that?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I hated school, but you know, when you do it for yourself and like you like when you have that mindset of let me do it so I can educate myself to become better, it kind of changes things up a lot. And so I really want to go so like I can understand as much as nutrition as possible for myself, and in turn, that will help teach other people more about it as well. And that kind of goes with like anything, you know. So that was kind of my goal. It was like originally I wanted to do like kinesiology and nutrition, but now I'm like getting so many opportunities. I'm like, I don't even know if I have to put this on hold because of like dance job offers I've been given. So it's like I'm trying to figure that out and like, balance it at the same time. So maybe it can happen as long as I just figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting so many opportunities. I think life is just going to take you where it takes you, but you're going to, but you can decide about them, obviously. Like,
I don't know where life's going to take
me.
But like, there's just a lot of things coming. So I'm just like very happy and excited. But,
nice. Well, it's cool to get to interview you during such an exciting time in your life.
Man, that was like an hour.
It would have been a different interview had I interviewed you your first year in LA.
Oh my gosh. That'd be funny if you like did one before and then after.
Like the sadness
I would have
and
been
happiness.
like,
I mean, well, it's good.
It's
cool to hear you be real about that, because I think that's just really relatable. We all go through different seasons that are lighter and happier, and ones that are harder, and that's just life, but we get through it. So was there anything else you were like dying to share that we didn't talk about?
I feel like there's a lot, honestly.
I know, but like
I feel like I went on tangents that took up so much time, but I don't know. I like really want to change. This is what, I mean, like you said, goals. I just have this huge goal, which I think's been already happening. I really want to change what like dance means to people.
Okay.
And like how people approach dance. I think there's just so much. This has to do with a lot. My teacher has a lot to do with this, and like how he's teaching me and everything. But yeah, I just really want to share that, dance has more meaning behind it besides just like technique. And I feel like people need to like not understand that, but I hope they can feel that through what I post. And I hope I just have an influence on that and help people do dance more and for themselves.
Yeah.
And not just like to look good, but to feel good as well.
Yeah.
To
do it in a way that's happy for them.
Yeah. And to bring awareness to like more positive and less like abusive teaching.
Yes.
I think, and obviously my teacher is like a great, proven point of that example.
Totally.
Can't find the words like to use.
No, we know what you're saying.
But yeah.
No, that's great. Well, I think that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. It's really cool to hear all the cool things that are happening and how life is just taking a different turn. Hopefully that can encourage people, because if you're in a difficult season, I mean, it can change at any moment, or can change over time as well. So
yeah, I feel like I really want to show how I kind of came from like just like nothing when I came here. Like I felt like I was just like in every way possible. And I just want to show that it's possible to like get back, because I really didn't think it was possible. Like I almost gave up dance, to be clear with y'all. Like with
COVID, with the injury.
I was like, what am I doing? This is stupid. Like maybe my parents are right. Let me go back home. Like I almost moved back home several times, and I was like, no, I'm gonna like. I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and it took a long time. It took like a year and a half of like believing in myself that I would like push through. And I'm so surprised at how much like everything has happened. Like it's still a shock to me, like how there's literally 250,000 people following me combined, and within the past like 3 months of this like journey I'm on. And I'm like, wow, like this is like turning to something. So
so cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I know you have to get to a class. I hope you're not going to be late.
Look at me going to class.
More classes going on. So much going on today. Yeah. But thank you for taking time to be on the podcast.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing and being so transparent.
You're a great interviewer. Oh my gosh, it's time to go on TV.
But anyways, I guess that's kind of it. So if you guys have any more questions for Matthew, you can just DM him, because he has tons of time to respond to all of them.
I mean, I'm so sorry to everyone. Like, I'm trying, but there's also a lot of weird people. I'm like, people say the weirdest thing. It's like, once you hit a set follow me, it's like people can say whatever they want to you, and like, it's not going to affect, like, you're not going to see it or something. I'm like, yo, I like honestly read every single DM, and some of the things you all say, I'm like, what the heck?
That part does not sound fun.
Yeah,
they kind of forget you're a person.
Sorry, I'll shut up now.
You should.
Dang, this is long. Oh my gosh.
No, it's okay. Forever. One time I had one that went 3 hours, so you're good.
Oh my gosh.
It only happened once.
We can go for another few hours.
No, because you're going to miss your class. Okay, well, we are going to go, because otherwise we're just going to keep talking. But thank you guys for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to tell you really fast. Just if you can keep your hand down a little, just because it might be. It's fine. It's probably fine.
That, first of all, like, spikes this thing called insulin. Oh, sorry. I'm being very gestural. Oh, sorry. Oh, my arm's getting tired.